Hey everyone, welcome to Rogue on the Road. So today I'm going to be talking about how to become a camp host. So some people were curious about that, and honestly we didn't even know it was kind of a thing until we researched some stuff. As we were doing our RV research and stuff. So when we were first looking into full-time RVing, we were looking into boondocking, and then we were like, you know what? How do other people do it? There can't just be, boondocking and then, RV sites at parks or whatever. So we did a lot of research from other RVers and stuff. And basically, you just figure out where you want to go. Like, let's say you want to go to a certain state. Now, you look at their parks, their websites, and you find out who has an opening for camp hosts. And you just apply, and that's it. We got really lucky with this that we were approved like that, because apparently there weren't a lot of park hosts at this location. And so we got in like perfect timing for us. It was just everything fell into place for us. But, there are a lot of parks in which it takes, a couple years. I've heard 2 to 5 years in which they are saying, we don't have any spots for camp hosts for 2 to 5 years. Crazy. So you kind of have to plan ahead. Like, you really have to apply to all these places. And then once you get approved, you got to be ready to go, or, have some sort of alternatives or something, right? So you just have to be aware that some of these places have a really long wait list. But being a camp host is really chill. This is our first time, so I can't say for every place, but, we'll give an update on different places. We're in Texas. So at this camp host position, we are given one job. Basically every camp host gets to kind of choose their job. Like, you got to choose, what's your first pick, second pick, third pick. And so we chose trail maintenance, and because we love to hike, and basically it just requires us to kind of take a weed eater and, weed eat, some of the stuff along the trail. And right now I'm just hiking, but husband is currently out weed eating as well. And so, we'll pick up trash and just make sure that the trails look okay. If there are any fell trees, we'll bring out a chainsaw. Aw, halfway through our hike and she fell asleep. Sleeping baby on a hike. Nothing better.
Just out here doing some trail maintenance on the Purple Trail. There's where I'm headed right now. So I ran through 3 spools of cord, 2 tanks of gas, and I still have a couple miles of trail to go for what I wanted to finish today. But I'm just gonna have to turn around and head back, because I'm all out of cord. Here you can see real clearly, I've already done the left side, and the right side needs to be done. So you can see how the trail grows over pretty good, and you basically got to keep up with it.
Okay, so to put it very simply, the way that you be a camp host is like, let's say you're going to go to Oregon. Okay, you look up the Oregon parks, and you will then see what kind of positions are open, volunteer positions, because this is all volunteer position, and then they just give you a place to stay, and then you do some volunteer activities. And every program, at every park is going to be different. Like this one, we have one responsibility. At others, you could have multiple. It just kind of depends. So, but you'll get a free spot to stay. And then sometimes, they may have limits of how long you could stay. They may have, like you could maybe only stay, 3 months or 6 months, or, max a year, or some places may not have a cap. You do not have to have experience to be a park host. We had 0 experience, okay? And we got approved. It just kind of depends on what they want to fill. And they train you on everything as far as we have known, Some places may want you to have some experience. It just really, really depends. just go find the park, go apply, and just see what happens. And like I was saying earlier, you know, you may want to plan pretty far ahead in some places, as they have, you know, some places have really long wait periods. So it just really depends on where you want to go. So that's it. Being a park host is super simple. Lots of people do it all the time. If you have any other questions about what being a park host entails, just let me know in the comments down below. Thank y'all so much for watching Rogue on the Road. Talk to y'all later. Bye.